she has to come.
I called a little bit ago. The deputy sheriff saying I found out my granddaughter has been taken. She has been missing for a month. There's something wrong. I found my daughter's car today, and it's found like this, and a body in the car. Okay, what is the 3-year-old's name? Kaylee.
There's just so much to get to regarding Tot Mom's reemergence. Straight out to Rob Dick, former bodyguard. You believe that something precipitated Tot Mom's catapult back onto the public stage. What?
Well, I think the new issue with Gypsy getting her show after Casey's show has been denied by everybody. Once again, she has to come to the forefront. She has to try to be out there in the spotlight, as she always tries.
You stated that she made comments regarding Gypsy getting, a reality show or something like that?
Well, no, when she first emerged and there was a big push about her, Casey had to put herself in front and say, she's so over Gypsy. And then now...
Tot Mom said she's over Gypsy Blanchard?
Yes, back when she first emerged and was getting, a spotlight nationwide.
Wait, Gypsy Rose Blanchard suffered child abuse.
Nancy, no, Nancy, I don't like your name and you are so wrong. How are you so wrong about this? This was a day ago, Nancy.
Horrible child abuse for her whole childhood up until her adulthood. Shannon Butler joining me, WFTV, Channel 9 in Florida. Gypsy was tortured. She lost all of her teeth. She was subjected to multiple surgeries she didn't need. She was forced to go around in a wheelchair. She lost all of her hair because of these drastic medical treatments, and that went on for years and years and years at the hand of her mother, who just wanted to get the money in the state funds. Wait, and Tot Mom is saying she's over Gypsy?
Of all the cases that we've done over the years that Casey Anthony can compare to anybody else, it was such a bizarre case. And it's so weird to me that she would even compare herself to somebody like Gypsy or anyone for that matter.
This is from March 2025, and you still think that Gypsy Ahoy was ABUSED'd by her mom. You're not helping the situation, Nancy. We have to hashtag Nancy Grace to this, or at Nancy Grace to this. Nancy, please reevaluate the situation with Gypsy Ahoy because so much has come out. I understand that you're really upset with the TikTok mom, but you should be just as upset with Gypsy Rose, especially if you are just learning that her mom didn't have Munchausen by proxy, but instead Gypsy was a grifter along with her mom, and that she unalived her mom because, well, her mom just got in her way.
Okay, Rob Dick joining me. This is Casey Anthony's former bodyguard, bounty hunter, now owner of Renegade Investigations. You had her in the car with you. You were her bodyguard. Describe her demeanor. And this is before her daughter, Kelly's body was found. At that point, Kelly was just missing, although she had been dead for months.
As soon as she was out of custody and she was back at home, she had not a care in the world. Again, it was nothing about her daughter that was supposedly missing at the time. It was just about her.
As you all know by now, Tot Mom has re-emerged on the public stage with a TikTok account.
Oh, come on, Nancy Grace. You're a day late and about $1 million short on this. Actually, you're years late and millions of dollars short on this. And Casey Anthony thinks that social media will embrace her because Casey Anthony sees how social media has been lucrative. Not that it's been embracing Gypsy. I think at the beginning it was, but now we want to see the fucking train wreck. And it's been very lucrative for Gypsy Ahoy. That's what Casey Anthony is trying to get. Now, we have to understand, Casey is just as skanky as Gypsy. Just as dirty, just as criminal, just as diabolical, just as vile. She, her daughter, she only reported her missing after 30 days. She lied several times about where her daughter's whereabouts were. The smell of decomposing flesh in her car as she drove around, went to bars and danced. They found what was left of Kaylee in Florida after 30 days of the heat. And they found that child with a bag over her head and with duct tape all around her so that she couldn't breathe. One of the things was that Kaylee drowned in the pool and she got nervous and afraid and disposed of her because she got afraid. One of the things was the dad did it. so many excuses to what happened to her daughter, but the result was there was things obstructing her from breathing. She wasn't even 3 years old. This woman was found innocent, and I don't know why. Just like we don't know why Gyps Ahoy is out after 8.5 years and Nick's in there forever. What is it? Do we see women like that and we see men as monsters? Is that... Casey Anthony's a monster. The fact that she's out breathing free air. I mean, her daughter was missing for 30 days, and it was the grandparents, her parents, that are looking, that make the phone calls. And I understand, Nancy, how you're upset about this woman coming back and claiming to be some sort of legal aid because she had to maybe do some research in her own case. And I guess people could look at her, like I said before, and say, well, she got out on something that looked guilty as hell. I thought she was going to do life. Maybe she does have some advice to give. She's making thousands and thousands of dollars off of social media. And just like we know Gypsy from her crime, it's all we know Casey Anthony from, is from the unaliving of Kaylee Anthony. If Kaylee was alive and well, we'd know nothing about Casey. We know about Casey because of what happened to Kaylee. And then she says she's going to be an advocate for her daughter that she kept stum about for 30 days. While allegedly she decomposed in her car as she's driving around going to clubs. Now we see that she was dancing in clubs. We have the video of that. They also have the smell of the decomposition. We know, and we're appalled. And Nancy, you're appalled. Please check back into Gypsy, because Gypsy did not have Munchausen by proxy. No. There is proof. There is proof, Nancy, that she GROOMED'd Nicholas Godejohn, who is autistic and has the mind of a 12, 13-year-old. She GROOMED'd him for 2 years. We have the video. We have the audio. We have the text. We have the proof where he said, let's just run away. And she admits to talking him into it, coercing him into it. We know that he's the only one that has shown any kind of remorse, not her. He has said 4 times he jabbed her. He jabbed the mom. She was jabbed 17 times. For you to just declare Gypsy as being an innocent victim of Munchausen by proxy, first, I dare you, Nancy Grace, to show me one picture that shows that Gypsy was held without her will. Okay? You show me one picture where Gypsy looks like she's suffering. You show me all the scars to all the major surgeries. And then there's something else you have to figure out in here, Nancy Grace. Please, please, please. She was sick. She is sick. She has a microdeletion. That is real. Her mom and her malingered and grifted and got shit for free. And Gypsy knew how old she was, and Gypsy knew she could walk, and Gypsy knew she didn't have cancer, and Gypsy was a part of a grift that she no longer wanted to be part of. Nancy Grace, please check the facts that have come out now and retract some of this. Fix this. Change the dialogue for this, because it needs to be changed. It's not true. It's not true. Guys, please hashtag Nancy Grace, at Nancy Grace. Let her check into all of the work that everybody has done here on social media while everybody else has dropped the ball. and see what happened. See about the Nick infiltration group that one of the content creators started to get Nick to admit to things that he didn't even do, just so somebody can get content to try to keep him away from seeing the light of day. Nancy Grace, there's still crimes going on. Ask the police. There's still stuff happening here. Please, 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 just look at some of our videos. Look at Becca Scoops. Okay? Look at some of these videos. Look at Dawn, Cutting Board Dawn. Look at me, Toddy One Skip. Look at the videos that show proof of what really happened here and what continues to happen. Yeah, you're right about that other piece of shit. But the one that you're sitting here saying, how dare she compare herself to, that's why she's on social media, because they're both the same piece of shit out of the same piece of shit. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always be kind. Thanks, guys. If you can be. If not, then just hold your ground.